Alright, what is up, world? It is me, and I'm about to fucking see what the fuck this shit looks like before starting. That's not what I wanted to do. Right there, let's see. What if I do that? Does that do anything? What about if I lower this all the way there? Or is that not loud enough? I think that's good. I think that's good. Wait, what would happen if I just like put it all the way down and then like I started talking right now? And then what would happen like this when I turn it back all the way up? Alright, so I see now. So let me now fuck around with the volume of the actual mic. Yeah, alright, so I think the safe bet is to just keep it at max. And that is awesome. Alright, I'm excited. Alright. So, fuck. Let's get this shit started. Alright, man. What is up, world? Or whoever the fuck is watching this and is a Blue Jays fan. Probably no one, but you know what? Let's just have fun with this shit. So, I am a Blue Jays fan, and I just wanna, talk about the Blue Jays. I really like the Blue Jays. I watch them every time I can. Sometimes at work, and I can't, watch them. But whenever I have the opportunity to, I like to watch them, and I love talking about them. And I am younger, right? I'm 18, so not a lot of people my age in my area really care about the Blue Jays. I do not live in Toronto. I live in Canada. I live in Ottawa, around there. Yeah, not a lot of people care about the Blue Jays. My girlfriend doesn't give two fucks about the Blue Jays. But, that's something that, you got to deal with. Anyway, yeah, so I like talking about the Blue Jays, and hopefully, in the future, I can build up a sort of community, if you will. Whether it be 2 people, whether it be 100 people, whether it just be me. I need to talk, and I need to, give my opinion on various things, and, just talk about the Blue Jays, because I love talking about the Blue Jays. So, as you can see here, we are playing against the Oakland A's. All right. And so the A's are doing not terrible. Actually, they're doing pretty good this year. So far, they're 18-2, playing for 600. Last 10, they're 5-5. They started off quite hot. I think, in my opinion, it wasn't really expected for them to be that great this year, considering they did lose a relatively big part of their team, especially defensively. Mr. Marcus Semien, who has joined us, but we will talk about that later. So, 5-5 in the last 10. They are on a 2-game win streak, and they're currently first in the AL West. We, on the other hand, are 7-3 in our last 10, 14-13 on the season. You know, so far, not bad. You consider all the injuries that we've gotten. Springer just came back. Tio had COVID. And, you know, yeah, just a really, really unlucky beginning of the season. 14-13, playing for 519. 2 games behind the Boston Red Sox, who are slowing down. To be fair, it's impossible to keep up the pace that they were going at. But they are slowing down a little bit, so it is our time to catch up. 7-3 in our last 10. We did lose yesterday, but you know, when you go into the bottom of the 9th inning and you're down by 1, and then Lourdes Gurriel strikes out, and then you got Danny Jansen and Cavan Biggio, who hasn't been playing his best. You know, you can't really hope for too much. So that was a tough loss yesterday. Tough loss, but you know what? That shit happens. We will get over it, and we got to start winning again. So let's see. This is my first time using RotoWire. So as you can see, it's not my first time, but anyway, I don't know why I said that. As you can see, what can I click somewhere here, and will it put it big? No. All right. Well, shit. Good to know. So we're just gonna Baltimore, Seattle. Fuck Baltimore. We're just gonna all right. We are going to put the phone on Do Not Disturb for the next few. So, as you can see, sorry about the terrible stuff. I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. Like I said, I like talking about the Blue Jays, man. Anyway, so the game is at 9:40 Eastern time. I believe, what is that? 6:40 Pacific. So I guess that would be Oakland time. The confirmed lineups are not out. These are still the... Oh, my goodness. Sorry about this. The girlfriend is calling. Let me just diffuse the situation. All right. Everything is good. Don't you guys worry. Anyway, so never mind. It seems like not everything is good. Well, this is very unfortunate timing. Hold up. Just one quick second, and this will all be over. All right. Should be good for now. Hopefully. But you know what? If it's not, who the fuck cares? Nobody is watching this. Most likely. I hope no one is watching this. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Wow. I have been doing this for 10 fucking minutes and I haven't said shit, really. So let's start this shit off. So pitching for Toronto is Mr. Anthony Kay. Yeah, so I don't really know much about him. Apparently neither does anyone. He's I don't know what the fuck he is. Oh my god. Girlfriends. You guys get it. Jesus Christ, this is taking so fucking long. Oh, I'm so sorry about this. Whoever out there is watching. This is truly, truly terrible. I will start talking about the Blue Jays eventually. So, oh my god. Oh, I hate myself. Oh my god. Alright. Fucking Anthony K. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Anthony K. Terrible outing last time. Terrible outing last time against the Kansas City Chiefs. Really bad outing. He pitched 3.1 innings. He gave up 6 hits and 5 runs. Surprisingly, no home runs. Yeah. So anyway, 6 hits in 3.1 innings. That is really, really terrible. He did get 3 strikeouts. Anthony K got 3 Ks, which is not really a silver lining considering he gave up 5 points. But I guess if you want to look for a silver lining, a strikeout in an inning is not terrible. So that's it for him. Am I looking for a bounce back performance? I don't really know much about him. So honestly, right now, absolutely not. I'm not expecting him to be good. I'm expecting probably a bullpen day, more or less. Maybe if this guy could act like a TJ Zoik or a Trent Thornton and give us, maybe 4 or 5 innings, that would be cool. But really, I'm not expecting much at all. Maybe 3 innings. I feel like if he doesn't totally collapse like he did last time, Montoyo is gonna... Yeah, Montoyo does some fucking weird decisions sometimes. But anyway, Anthony K, not really expecting much from him. Am I expecting to win? No, but we will talk about that later. So... The A's, the Oakland Athletics pitcher today is... Oh my goodness. I'm going to stop responding and just turn my fucking phone off. And there we go. This is a terrible, terrible first stream. Whatever. Yeah, terrible. Anyway, so the left-handed Cole Irvin. We're not great against left-handers, which is not great for us. But you know what? What can you do? Cole Irvin started off pretty fucking terrible. I'm not gonna lie. He currently has an ERA of 3.67, but that is very, very inflated because if, like, in his last 3 games, he has an ERA of 2. And it's his first free game. No, not even 2. 2. Yeah, okay, 2. Maybe, I know. Around 2, alright? Because his first couple games, he gave up 4 runs to the Astros. In both games against the Astros. So that's why the ERA is inflated a bit. And as well for K, I forgot to mention that, a 10.8 ERA. I mean, if he does that, he just doesn't deserve to be in the major leagues. He deserves to be in not even AAA, AA, for fuck's sake. So we should see that ERA go down a bit, hopefully, for K. But for Irvin, he has been playing really fucking well. 8 strikeouts, 6 and 6 strikeouts in his last 3 games. Pitches a solid 6 innings And recently, he shut out Detroit on 4 hits. Gave up 1 point to Baltimore on 8 hits and 2 points to Tampa on 7 hits. He doesn't give up home runs. He does not really give up home runs, which is probably going to be a weakness because the games that our shit is not working, that is all we can do. Which, it can be said for any team, but, it's whatever. So, now let's look at the actual expected lineups. So, hopefully Springer is going to be back because if Springer is back, that already gives us a much better chance at winning. They said yesterday he was out for rest for his legs or whatever. Yeah, anyway. So we got Bo, we got Vlad. And then expected, they're switching Tio and Randy G is what I'm going to be calling him. Yeah, interesting. I think it could go either or. I think Buck Martinez said it best the other day. He said whoever hits behind Vlad has to be a hot bat because Vlad gets on base very often, whether it be just through a single or a walk. That's what Vladdy JR does. So Randy G and Tio are both having great seasons at the bat. Honestly, it's whatever. Really, I don't see a difference between putting either one fourth or fifth. I don't think it hurts at all. Mr. Marcus Semien going up against his old team again. It's made a world of difference for him to be 6th in the lineup and not first. I think I think we put him first because he's a new guy and he's a veteran and all that jazz. So that's probably why we put him first. But I think it was just too much pressure for him. He's never been that great a bat. He did have that one season, but that was, it wasn't only, but it was a lot of a defensive season, right? Where when he just came on the scene not really out of nowhere, but when he just exploded, right? That was a great defensive season, and he still is very good defensively. Personally, do I think he should change? Do I think Montoyo should put Bichette as a second baseman and Marcus Semien as a shortstop? Yes and no. That discussion could be had another day. Yeah, I'll probably talk about it another day. So Mr. Marcus Semien at 6th. I love that move. Cavan Biggio. I find it weird that when Springer does not play, he is first, and when he does play, he is fucking 7th. That just blows my mind. The stats are clearly there. He's a lot better at getting on base when he's first against when he's 7th. So I don't know. Is it worth it to sacrifice? Obviously, they wouldn't put Springer anywhere other than second. He's our big guy. He's going to want to go first. But would it make sense to sacrifice, let's say, a Bo Bichette? Not put him 7th, but maybe put Bo 3rd, and then Vladdy in the cleanup spot to maybe, for a couple games, try to get Cavan just about those same results as when he's first. In my opinion, I think so. Do I think Montoyo is going to do that? Probably not. But, Biggio is just having a quiet season, but we all know that he is capable of much more. Now, Mr. Lourdes Gurriel, I love him. I hate his hair, but I love him. He's I think the home run really unlocked his bat, and I think he can do very good things, and hopefully he can give us some good things today, because with Mr. Anthony Kane on the mound, we are going to need some. Danny Jansen, not a fan at all. I know that we keep him. Right now, I'm pretty sure the only reason we're keeping him is because he is Hyunjin Ryu's designated catcher. And also right now, obviously Alejandro Kirk is injured, which fucking sucks because he has been doing very well before he got injured. Danny Jansen is hitting for less than 100, which is embarrassing. I cannot stress this enough. Hitting for less than 100 in Major League Baseball is fucking embarrassing. And it's just sad. Like, you can't, like, it's almost a guaranteed out. What did he have? 0 for 35? But it's not like the 0 for 30 that Rowdy Tellez had, because once he unlocked, man, he started unlocking that shit. Like, it was, he started hitting well. Danny had that two-hit game against the Braves, right? A couple days ago. And he just went right back to good old Danny, which fucking sucks. He's a nice guy. He's young, has potential. Normally not terrible with the bats, but I don't know. This season, man, when you hit for less than 100, you can't fucking do that. I understand that he's always been more of a glove behind the plate. But, even the best defensive catchers that suck, like, what's his name? Fucking Jeff Mathis or Greg Mathis. I'm pretty sure it's Jeff. I don't know. He was a terrible batter by everyone's perspective, I guess, if you will. And he hit for under 200. Not under 100. So under 100, obviously the season is still young. It's been about 30 games. But man, it really sucks to see this, because it's really sad, because it's almost a guaranteed out every time. Maybe a sac fly here and there, but still. So now for the A's, I don't really know their lineup well. Obviously, the big names: Laureano, Matt Chapman, Jed Lowry. I don't really know them. The first time I saw them play in a couple years was yesterday. So listen, they seem not bad. They got a couple home runs off Mats. But if it weren't for that, I think we would have won the game. You could say that about every game, really, honestly. Speaking of Mats, I still really like him. Yesterday he was really frustrated. But, it's understandable after giving 5 points that, you get taken out. I really hope he can come back to the way he was playing earlier this season, because he was playing very well. And I really like him. He's one of our, him, Hyunjin Ryu, and Robbie Ray, I feel is a very good core of starting pitchers. Speaking of which, Robbie Ray and supposedly Hyunjin Ryu is going to come back from his injury in 2 days to close out the series. It just sucks that we lost yesterday with Mats, because after losing that last game, I felt like he could have gotten a win, or at least, given maybe 1-2 points to get his mojo back. But that will have to wait another 5 days. And I believe we're playing against the Astros after this. And, I really like him. I really, really like him. So I hope he gets back to the beginning of season Steven Matz that we all know and love. Anyway, so that was my breakdown for today. Yeah. Hopefully I can do this every day. Probably not. I'll do this when I can. It's been fun talking to whoever is watching, if anyone is watching. Probably no one. Maybe in the future. Who knows? I've been live for 21 minutes. That is more than enough. And fucking 10 of those were me responding and calming down my girlfriend. And that was not very fun. So, that is it for me today. Let's get this win for Mr. Anthony K. Let's lower his ERA. Let's get him to 1-1, and let's get the Blue Jays to 15-13. And by the end of the series, maybe we can overtake the Boston Red Sox for first in the AL East. That is it for me today. See you guys maybe tomorrow. Maybe not. I don't know.